What's up, everybody? Welcome. 17 straight winning days. Now, today's lesson is going to be effing relevant, okay? It's going to be bits and pieces. So somebody asked me, please speak slower. English isn't my first language. Okay, I'll speak slow. I'm asking you, grab a pen, grab paper, okay? I'm going to tell you some important shit that you better write down, okay? But real first, thank you to YouTube. They gave me a new lifetime member. They watched episode 14, getting out of a shitty stock position. So the first lesson that you should write down, everybody needs to be in a cash account. A cash account means, I don't care if you're trading 500, 5,000. If you're trading over 25,000, you can trade on margin. If not, cash account. Why? Because you can do as many day trades as you want as possible. You have $500. You enter into a day trade for $240. You secure 20% profit. You're done. That money's on the side. You can't touch it until tomorrow, but you can still touch the $260 you have left. All right. You could do as many day trades as possible. You have an account for $120, one day trade, $120, you turn it to $150. You're out. You wait till the next day. 150 into 180. You're out. You wait for the next day. It's a game of patience. So again, that's the first lesson. Next, grab a pen, grab paper. I haven't done this in a while, but if you guys are going to put in the time, and I tell you, put in the time. If you watch these videos, watch these lessons, take notes, it's going to make you better each and every day. And that's the goal. Okay. So I haven't done this in a while. Episode 3, options. Episode 8, good lessons. You don't have to watch the whole episode. I'm just telling you what's good about that episode, okay? Episode 14, you're in a shitty stock position. You're down 30, 40, 50%. You want to get out of it and have some money on the side. Episode 14. Episode 18, I talk about trading ETFs. When we talk about the Uvxy, the Sqqq, anything like that, that's a good freaking episode. Episode 37, how to average down. That means you buy one option, then you got to watch episode 37, episode 42. I share my spreadsheet. So if you're not using a spreadsheet, that's your problem. It's not my problem anymore. It's your problem. Watch the freaking episode. And then there are other episodes that we had like 2 in between that we had $1 million days. I don't tout those like other gurus. I'm not turning everybody on to like, hey, watch this episode. And all I do that episode is talk about like, hey, we had $1 million winning day. We're the best freaking platform out there. No, my platform, and I would say probably like 80 to 85% are killing it. All right, 15 to 20%, they're struggling. They're still chasing. They only apply my rules when it matters to them. They're like, dude, I follow the rules 1, 2, and then they go from one option, 2 options, and then they have 17 contracts and the options expire on Friday. And they're like, yo, I follow the rules. What's going on, bro? That's not part of the rules. The rules are listed on the website. All right. I haven't said this in a while. I charge $3.49 a week. I don't charge $349 a week. I don't charge you $100 a month. It's $3.49 a week so that everybody can join. So if you're making money with me, which basically everybody on the platform should be making money, 85% of you are, pay that shit forward. Share it with somebody, okay? My rules work, okay? Here's the situation. Calls, puts, my stock, your stock, I don't give a shit. My rules work when there's a head and shoulders effect in the market and there's a high and a low each freaking day, which there is every day. I don't care if you're playing Win Casinos, Delta Airlines, whatever it is. If you average down the correct way, if you don't call the bottom, that is, or call the top, you use my rules, then you secure profit. Then you do that shit again. I don't tell you what positions. Somebody said to me, I want to be spoon-fed today. And I'm sorry for picking on that individual. I won't bring up that person's name. Point is, $3.49 a week. I'm teaching you to be more effective. $300 a week? Yeah, I'll spoon food you. I'll freaking call you up. I'll be like, dude, did you get that play that we just did? Here's what it is. And yeah, I try still to nail my alerts, and my alerts are trading at like 77% currently. So that shit's off the hook. Most people try and trade at like 60% and they call themselves gurus. No, that's not it. All right. Anyway, so what else? All right, let's talk about our recent alerts because people have problems. They're like, all right, you talk about so many freaking stocks. Not really true. I speak about specific stocks. I bought out Macy's at $16. I put a price target of $22.50. I sold it on the spreadsheet. Oh, let's cover the spreadsheet. Why do I sell and take profit on the spreadsheet? Why? First of all, makes me look great. Makes my percentage go up. But other people that don't know how to trade are in spreadsheet positions. So when I take profit, I'm doing it for them. Do you understand? I want no trader left behind. If you're on my platform and you're struggling, I don't want you to struggle, which is why we stayed in 2 Caterpillar positions for like what? an entire 3 weeks, right? That was it. Just Caterpillar, just Caterpillar. What happened to Caterpillar today? Anybody? Yes, you over there. $202 and like 22 cents because I saw 222. And I'm like, freaking egg. So my timing is early. But that's my point. Macy's, I was in at $16. It dipped a little lower. It's at my price target, $22. I think it's like $19 today. It's up 20% in 2.5 weeks since I gave it. True, I secure profit. All right. Caterpillar, same thing. Sold for a profit. Every time it went to 204, I got in, sold at 209. Now it's past 220. Upstart, I mentioned this one on YouTube, 125 to 129. Geez, it hit 170 today. Geez, Matt, it sounded like you spoke about Upstart yesterday and the day before and the day. Yeah, I speak about it every day. That's the point. Those who watch, those who are taking notes, you're going to get better at trading. I'm going to talk about certain positions, certain stocks. You're going to write them down. When they dip, you're going to get in them and return some crazy returns. I mentioned Edit at 44. Today it's 66. It's 64 right now, but Edit's still good. Edit can run to like $80, $90. Trade Desk, TTD. I gave that out, $83. Came out with earnings. I was wrong. I thought they were going to crush earnings. They didn't. The stock went down to $79. Okay. Now, the stock just crossed $89 yesterday. Yes, it consolidated today, but anybody that was in a shitty position, if you averaged down, if you averaged up, if you got involved after earnings, who the hell cares? You crushed it. I'm going to show you somebody. I think they made like 200 and something percent. I didn't make that much. Coin. I was speaking about coin and the dark pool and how people were buying coin at $225. This is when it was $220 a share. And I said, it's going to $300. It'll probably go there by September. Guess what? It's not at 300 yet, but what did coin do? 282 today or something like that? Pretty damn close. We're not at September yet either, so pretty damn close. But that's why you watch and take notes. There are certain stocks, and I spoke about coin for like 3 straight episodes. I speak about other shit, and I'm going to talk about my trades. The point is, there are certain favorites I have. What else? STX. STX did the same thing that TTD did, right? STX went from earnings. We were in at 84. We took it up to 89. It had the earnings. They sold that shit off, STX, from 89 to $80. Where is it now? $94. So when I tell you we're looking for a sale, and when they throw up on our stock and we still think it's a good stock, and that's our entry point, boom, there it is. I try and point out entry points to you guys, okay? Nothing is instantaneous gratification. Today, I got into Fastly. You want a new stock I haven't spoke about? Fastly. Why have I got into Fastly? It's a 4-letter stock, Matt, and you said NASDAQ or tech might be beat up. Well, that might be true, but tech only was down like 30 points today. Remember, I said it was going to go close to even. I like Fastly. I like the demand for Fastly. I like the price action on Fastly, okay? I don't like the company. They used to be a client of mine. I think they're run terribly. Point is, I don't give a shit about that. No emotion. I look at charts. I look at trends. And as soon as Fastly has an inflow day, that shit's going to pop to $48. That same day, it's going to go up 10%. So I'm not saying it's tomorrow or what, Friday or Monday. It's coming soon. I bought some stock. I also have some options. All right. I do share that. Okay. Let's focus on what I did today, because a lot of people are still struggling. And they're like, yeah, what about your SPY puts, Matt? What about those SPY puts that lost? Yeah, there was no averaging down. That shit expired today. I was wrong on the SPY. I'm transparent. Yeah, I got crushed on the SPY. And if you average down on the SPY today, you got crushed. Why? Your options expired today. There was no averaging down. You're either correct or you're wrong. Today I was wrong. I sold it like a 70% loss. There was no time for it to correct itself. Now, Sqqq. All right. Somebody said, what about that position? I sold. I made a little profit. I could have made 40% profit, meaning we got in at $20 and $21. It went as high as the stock did, the ETF, $832, which meant our options were worth at least $32, $33 per contract. Those who sold took 40% profit. That's what we do. Anybody who's on YouTube saying, what are we doing? The good news is tech is still having a tough time. I'm not saying it's going to throw up on itself, but obviously the Dow is more respected right now because it just hit all-time highs. Oh, Caterpillar calls, right? My own transparent trades because I closed out the spreadsheet with profit. I already explained I closed out spreadsheet with profit so we can enter into new trades. So we secure profit and look for the next trade. That's what I teach you. Now, my own position, because I was still had some options open, I made 248%. So anybody that didn't close out the positions, just because I closed mine out, some people close their spreadsheet position out earlier before me and take 20% or 30%. Some people let it ride even longer than me, are still in Caterpillar, said, why would you sell it? 217, 218. This shit looks like it can go to 220, maybe 240. I hope you're right. I never said I didn't think that. What I said is I was getting out. Now, the same way I get into some positions too soon, I get out too soon. All right. Now, what else did I do today? Sqqq calls. I made that. Caterpillar right. All right. I started the day with one Tesla put, just one. I sold a little too early. I made $600 or a little under 600, but I didn't know if Tesla was going to go up or down. And I was like, claim profit. That's what I tell you guys. End of day, Tesla was like 705, 706. I bought 3 more Tesla calls this time. I flipped the switch. Okay. Flip the side. So when I don't alert to my platform, hey, I just bought Tesla. Hey, I just sold Tesla. It's because I'm going to confuse the shit out of you. If I tell you I have Tesla puts and then I show you 3 Tesla calls, you're like, what the F, man? You told me puts and now you're showing me 3 calls. Yes, I get in, I secure profit, $598 on the first run. Now I have 3 option contracts. I was up $600, which isn't a lot for Tesla if you know that, okay? Same with Roblox. I started out today and I was short Roblox. Roblox opened at $87. You know what I did? I had puts. What did I do? I doubled down. I bought more puts. Then it went to 83.44. I sold my puts and I flipped them to calls. I bought 10 or 15 calls on Roblox at the time. It was 83.44. Point is, if I give an alert to the platform, and hopefully everybody watches this and gets this, if I say I have Roblox puts and then later in the afternoon I show you I have Roblox calls, you're going to be like, what the F, Matt? What are you doing to us? I thought you want us to make money. The point is, I do. I thought about going on one day and saying, no videos, no lessons. All I'm going to do is give you my plays. But if somebody misses a post or a message, man, they're caught on the wrong side. And that one day I'm going to happen to kill it. I'm going to be like, it's going to go up like tenfold. And that one individual is going to blow up their account. I'm going to feel worse for that one individual because I don't want anybody to fail. So that's what it is. People get frustrated all the time, especially in the morning. The market opens like this or this, and we have an opposite position, and your account looks like shit. So if you scare sell, you're in trouble. If you wait till 10:30, the market settles. You think, what can I do? How much time do I have left? I have 8 trading days left because I tell you, less than 37, averaging down on options. You need at least 8 trading days. If you don't have 8 trading days, then you're averaging down. It's too risky. All right. So I have all these lessons. I shoot all these YouTube videos, but better, they're on my platform. They're on the website. Paid $3.49. Screenshot it. I don't care. Join my platform for a week. The good news is no one really leaves my platform. So once you join, I know it works. All right. Then we have people that post, help each other out. We have a lifetime chat, which some of my pictures will come from or slides come from, where everybody helps each other out. I mean, this shit is crazy. We have professors. We have other people, entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs. We have serial traders. I'm there. So anyway, okay. What other positions I want to talk to? Results. Okay, so here it is. You get what you put out of it, okay? If you watch the videos, and I spoke about the numbers earlier. So if you have a pen, you write this shit down and you take notes today. I guarantee today's lesson is going to take you from whatever level you're at, just like you're not even going to think it's yourself. You're going to be like, how was I trading the wrong way? And people that join, this is where I get from a lifetime chat. Somebody says, I never got it. You guys are just talking about securing 24% profit, and that's it. Doing it again, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. I made a trade today. My account looked blown up this morning because my SPY puts, and then I made a couple other trades. I made $2,000 today. Wasn't a killer day, but if I average and I do $2,000 every day, and it's better some days, okay? I'm killing it. And what else? Now, some people say I have killer days, and then I blow up my account the next day. Here's a lesson. Think, if that's what happens, every time you have 3 successful days in a row, you have 1 shitty day. Have 3 days and start flat again. When you start flat again, you're not buying 30 contracts. You're buying 1 or 2, the same way you grew your account. All of a sudden, people get overconfident, right? Yeah, I took my account from 5,000 to 30,000. I'm the beast. I'm putting 20,000 into this trade. Guess what? When you grew your account from 5,000 to 30,000, the most you put in a trade was $800 or $1,000. Now, all of a sudden, you're the big cheese. You're like, yo, I'm putting 20 grand into this trade. Guess what happens when you're wrong? The 20 grand turns into 8 grand, turns into 4 grand, okay? Now you have 14 left, and you try and do it again. But next time you go all in, 14,000 right away. Boom, you're down 40%. Now you're down to $8,000. You scare sell. So now you've used up 2 day trades, and you've taken your account from 30,000 to 8,000, where you started at 5,000 and worked your way up. Do you understand? It's so easy to blow up your account. So I don't want to take credit for blowing up your account, but I'd like to take credit for teaching you how to not blow up your account, which is the purpose of this platform. So again, $3.49. I'm not a financial advisor. At least subscribe to my YouTube. But here's the platform in a gist, in a nutshell. Here it is. To teach you efficiency, to help you understand what a dip is versus a drop, to help you plan ahead, to understand how to secure profits. You're not riding the elevator up and down. All right. To help you with a spreadsheet, trading with math, not with emotion. My goal, not the platform goal. My goal is to help 1 million new rookie novice traders take their money back from the institutions. So if you have friends that trade GameStop or AMC, they're not trading. They're monkeys or apes and they have fun with it. That's great. But if their goal is really to make money and not just to be an ape, pay this shit forward, share it with them, share this video. All right, now let me explain the different types of traders, okay? Here, and you'll figure out which one you are. My alert yesterday, Sqqq calls in at $20 and $21. $8 calls, which means we think the Sqqq is going up, which means we think tech is going down, okay? So it opened, we're in at $20 or $21. It opened at $16. It went down to $12. Then it went up to $32. So option number one, are you the trader that you sold at open at $16 down 24%? Are you that person? I'm going to figure out, I'm going to get out of this position. It looks like shit. I'd be happy if someone gave me $16 a contract. I'm out of here. Is that you? That's trader number one. Trader number two is worse than that. It's still 10 in the morning. Now they're down to $13 a contract. You're down 45%. And then you scare sell. Oh my God, it's getting so bad. Is that you? That's terrible. Option number three is tough guy, diamond hands. Option number three, it bounces from 13, makes its way to 22. Okay. You sell, you take 5% profit. You're like, I'm boss, 5% diamond hands. Option number four, you were planning from the beginning. Your plan was to make 50% profit. You were in at $20 or $21 and you sold at $30 or $31. You didn't watch the market this morning. That's option four. You made 50%. Do you get what the difference is? If you're doing option number 1, 2, or 3, you're watching the market. You need to zoom out. If there's anything I teach you, it's to zoom out. You have a goal. It's going to hit this XYZ. Let's talk about my GameStop puts from like a couple of days ago. My goal was for them to hit $2.20. They would have hit it. They would have hit it this morning. I exited out. I sold for $1.84. I gypped myself, what, 25%. I mean, that sucks. 25%. Imagine doing that over and over again. You're just costing yourself 25%. 20. That's how I teach you not to. Again, Roblox this morning. I was short it. It opened at 85. It bounced to 87.50. It was like spiking. I'm like, are you kidding? I thought tech was going to throw up. I doubled down at like 87.14. I bought twice as many puts. My puts were $83 puts, just so you all know. When the stock went down to 83.44, I sold. And then I said to myself, Matt, you either think it's going down lower, which you kind of do, or you think the worst is over. And it was like 11:15 a.m. And I was like, I think the worst is over. I just mentioned the worst is over. Let me do that. Let me add some calls. So I got on the other side of that. All right. And I sold right before close today because I didn't want to carry it over. I don't know what Roblox is going to do overnight. I was happy. I made 16% profit on the way back. That was it. 16%. I only put in about $1,500. So I only made about $180. I don't give a shit. The point is I make money. I make money on trades. I close out trades. Again, I mentioned this at the beginning. The first lesson today was cash account. I don't care if you have $500 or $1,500 or $5,000. Cash account. I tell you to use most of your money on the side. So if you're using a $500 trade, you close it out. You still have $5,500 more to enter into. If you really wanted, you would never use all your money in one day anyway. Then I mentioned certain stocks that I only speak about on YouTube. And people on my platform say, dude, that's so effed up. What do you mean you're only speaking about that on YouTube? Why don't you put it on the platform? You know what? YouTube live stream, as I've mentioned, is an extension of the platform. Now we only go for 30 minutes. So this is your after school lesson. I hope everybody watches it. I tell everybody to watch it, but I'm nobody's parent. I do not make you watch it. All right. And I know for a fact everybody does not watch it, but a good percentage do. Okay. So stocks that I specifically just speak about here on live stream, besides for today, was Edit. Okay. Again, 44, now like 65. Oh, the alert from today, and I'll give it out to everybody because I'm going to show you slides tomorrow, what shows me it's such demand. ASXQ Okay, I'll say it again because it's confusing. It's like a tongue twister. Okay, ASXC. I mentioned a good entry yesterday on YouTube. What a surprise there. Would be like $2.25. It was $2.52. So this morning when it went to 225, I bought some. And then it went to 228 and I said, shit, I didn't tell any of my platform members it was 225. Let me wait. I bet it drops to 225. When it dropped to 225, again, imagine that. It retests where it was. I sent out the alert and I was like, okay, adding this one to the stock spreadsheet, gonna buy a few positions, which I did. What's my exit point in that? I had no clue. I want to make some good money. So somebody said to me, how about 349? And I was like, okay, I'm in at 229, 225, out at 349. That would be $1.25. That would be like 60%. Boom, there's my price target, 349. All right. Oh, what else? Now let's talk about Moderna real quick, and then I'll go on to questions. I mentioned Moderna had an absurd valuation of 250 billion, or no, 225, and that it was ridiculous for people to think it was going up to 550, like other gurus tried to tell you 2 days ago. What happened to Moderna today? It dropped 16%. Now, if these people were true gurus, if I was a true guru, I mean, if I only came on here and I was like, buy Moderna puts, then that would be all I'd be speaking about. I'd be like, we freaking crushed it today. 600, 700, 800%. I don't know this shit. I don't have a crystal ball. I tell you logically what makes sense. So I didn't tell you to buy Moderna puts, but I told you the Moderna valuation was ridiculous. And I told you if you thought it was going up another $70, that shit wasn't happening. And it'd be more apt to go to 420 than it would 500. And that was when it was at like 474. So I said 420. It actually went to like, what, $90 less, 383 or something like that. That is a pretty ridiculous move. So I'd love for people to actually show me, hey, dude, I actually listened to you. I played Moderna puts when it spiked, and boom, I made like 790%. All right. So I guess that's it. I just want to tell you guys, I'll answer some questions, but please like, subscribe to YouTube, join my platform. I don't charge an arm and a leg, just an arm or a finger or 349. I don't care what positions you have, calls, puts, you're bearish, you're bullish. Doesn't freaking matter. If you follow my rules and you invest the right way, looking for dips and spikes and entering at a 25% rate. If you don't understand what that is, my rules are all laid out. Point is, you follow them. You buy 2 contracts, doesn't work out. You buy 4, doesn't work out. You buy 8. You need to average down the other way. Episode 37, you actually have to go out a month. Give yourself more time. Use double the amount of money that you usually use. You're using a strike price in or at the money. Do you get it? I have all these freaking rules to make you successful and make you efficient. I told the one guy, if you're looking for my alerts, $3.49. I try my damnedest. I'm pretty freaking good with my alerts. I'm like 77%. But if you want 100%, pay someone $100 a week. Go off their advice, not knowing who they are. I go on every day to talk about the same freaking stocks. If you can't figure out that I talked about STX and some other shit. Last lesson, the notebook lesson for anybody that missed it. Grab a notebook, okay? Every time you screw something up, which might be daily, write it down. Not that you screwed up. Here's what you write down. I had FOMO. Everybody paid $2. I paid $2.30. I paid 15% too much. I exited out of position. I scare sold. If I had held on until 10:30, like the rules say, till the market settles, I would have made 40%. Instead, I lost 40%. Whatever rules you break, you write it down. I averaged down too soon. I bought at 10 a.m. and I bought at 10:20 a.m. before the market settled. I paid too much. Write it down. The amazing shit is the same rules you break day after day. That's what you're going to see. So maybe you're a visual person. When you see it 3, 4, 5 times, you're going to be like, God damn, I got to stop doing that. I do the same shit every day. All right, so we're going to go into some questions. Please, I want to see thumbs up. Oh, yeah, there are the 3 people that give me thumbs down every day. Why the hell are you guys watching? Seriously, I would love to have you on as a guest and be like, okay, you give me thumbs down. Share, what are your thoughts on the market? And the buyer would be like, and I'd be like, all right, let me help you out here. Do you either think it's going up or down? And then whatever the person would say would probably be incorrect. It's not easy to call the market. The institutions, they manipulate the stocks. The market looked frothy this morning. Then they sold off. What happened? The institutions waited to swoop in and buy up. All right, let's get some damn questions up here. Oh, by the way, sparkling ice. This shit is delicious. They should sponsor us. All right. Starbucks calls. Okay. Expiring next Friday. You have time. Rocket calls expiring next week. Okay. Good news. They're both considered Dow stocks. So understand first, before I look at the stocks, which I will, psychology of trading, we're at an all-time high. There might be some consolidation. Good news is Starbucks has demands. I don't know about Rocket. Let me see. I thought Rocket was like $21. Let's see where that is. Starbucks, I know better because I've watched it and it's been hovering. Yeah, so 116 looks pretty damn good. There was buying today. There was some kind of news, I guess a dividend today. So I don't know how that'll affect the stock. I know people wanted to be in for the dividend. So hopefully that wasn't it, because there was inflow today and there was outflow yesterday. Now, since it is considered a Dow stock, if tomorrow starts out green, so here's what you want to do, bro. If you're looking and zooming in at 10 a.m. tomorrow, you look at the 1 month chart of Starbucks. Here's it's a secret for everybody watching. Whatever your stock is, 10 a.m., you look at the 1 month chart. You'll see a little line like this. It's either going to be red for outflow or green for inflow. Whatever you see tells you that your stock will probably have inflow for the day or outflow. So your stock might be, Starbucks might be off 50 cents tomorrow morning, yet have inflow. So if you're seeing your stock has inflow, you can say it's probably going to go higher unless it's spiked hard. If it's spiked hard, obviously it is inflow. So Starbucks looked to consolidate after earnings. I think they killed the earnings. They were at 125, killed the earnings. Stock went down, right? It's got to find a new baseline. So it might have done that at 116. It didn't go much lower than that today, 115.90. And that was the low, I guess, right? Because it was up 56 cents. So it probably opened up low and just creeped up all day. Let's look at the chart for the day. Yeah, it opened up low and creeped up all day. What a shock. My prediction's right. Yeah, I like Starbucks. It's a good trade. I think it's found the bottom. So if you got in today, which I hope you did, because today would have been perfect. Yesterday was outflow. Today was inflow. If you see that and you believe the Dow will continue to be strong, you're okay to do Starbucks. You understand, I did say the Dow has to continue to be strong. If for some reason they decide all of a sudden tomorrow, the same shit they were buying today, casinos, airlines, cruise ships, Dow stocks, all these things, if they say tomorrow we're selling them all, like Toll Brothers, I'm sure all the malls, Simon Properties, I bet all that shit went up today. All right, let's look at rocket companies. Also considered a Dow stock, very volatile. So here's what I would tell you about RKT, right? And this is for everybody. I don't care if you're in a position or not. Look at this stock. Look at the 5-day chart for RKT, just the 5-day chart. You'll see there are ridiculous peaks, which are spikes, ridiculous valleys, which are great sale points, okay? So it looks like you could have got in this one anywhere from like probably $16 yesterday or maybe $15.80 at open. And yes, it's closing at it looks great. The last 2 days for this stock look amazing. It opened yesterday down at like probably $16 and maybe like 40 cents. And since the 2-day chart is just a perfect up angle. So you're great learning to trade. I'm glad you're on here first, man. 2 safe plays. So here's the other thing about this dude's trades, okay? Starbucks is safe. He has till next week. You get it? He's not telling me his options expire in 2 days. What's going to happen to Starbucks tomorrow, Matt? Well, I don't know. Tell me what's going to happen in the Dow. These are great trades, dude. I should have something like a little medal. Dude, here's your medal. All right, I'll give you a cup. All right, let's get another question up there. Those are some good trades. Thought on Apple, you're down. Okay, so here's the opposite end of the spectrum. Not making fun of everybody. Here it is, though. This person had 2 good Dow stocks that expire next Friday. The person who's more worried has a tech stock, which is due in 2 days. Now, again, yesterday I said tech is not going to be strong. In fact, we took some calls on the Sqqq. The only reason I sold today was to secure profit and to tell people, hey, it's okay to secure profit, 30%, 40%, 50%. Any of that would have worked. You plan ahead. All right, so let's look at Apple for you. The good news is Apple is kind of considered a Dow stock as well as a tech stock because it's like a return to society play, as crazy as it sounds. So let's give Apple a look. I actually would like Apple more than like Facebook. I guess Google would be decently good. All right, so the 5-day chart, it's down less than 1%. It's down $1 in the last 5 days. Unfortunately, here's what's probably going to happen to your options that expire Friday. Unless you have a good tech strong day, either tomorrow or Friday, literally Apple will probably just move like this, and it's going to eat your IV up. And if you were more risky, and Apple's at 145.86 right now. If you were more risky and you were like, I'll do the 149 calls, I'll do the 150 calls, I'll do the 148 calls, you probably paid $4 and they're probably worth like $1.26 now. Let's look what the $48 calls are. 148. All right, calls. 148. Oh my God, they're only worth 14 cents. 147, 33 cents, 146, 72 cents, 145. And keep in mind the stock is 145.86. They're worth wow. So people actually pay up for this shit. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, they're telling you right there, Apple's not going to move. You can look at the open interest as well, which is I like to do. I mean, there's a ton of open interest, but those are probably people like you that got bag holding at 152 and a half, 150, 149, 148. They average down. I mean, again, tech. I said tech could be in trouble. Again, I spoke about Caterpillar for days, Dow stocks. All right, let's move on to another question. I don't like Apple, unfortunately. It's probably just going to sit there. We spoke about pins yesterday. I said pins is shit. Get rid of pins. In fact, when pins hit 60 the other day, I told everybody, here you go. Get out of your situation. Pins just went up to $60 from it went to 54 after earnings. It spiked back and forth, 57, hit $60 that day. Somebody said to me, hey, what should I do? I'm currently up 15%. I said, you're up in pins. Get the hell out. Sell that shit. So I'm going to tell you, I mean, it's going to look terrible, the chart. It looked terrible yesterday when I looked at it. So I'll look at it today. I'm assuming pins went down today, right? Yeah, it went down 44 cents. The good news is, actually, it looks like it might have bottomed out today. Pins went as low as what? 55.67. So you're down 50. It's totally up to you. Here's the good news for you, okay? If tech does turn around, it will happen before 8:20 for you. So I know we only have 7 trading days. You're breaking a rule right here because I say you have to have at least 8. But if you want to average down, now your $60 calls, I don't like for shit, man. The stock is $56.80. I would tell you to average down the right way, use double the amount of money. So if you originally put in $1,200, your next purchase will be $2,400. Instead of the pins $60 strike, you would buy the pins $55 or $56 strike because that's where the stock is. It's in or at the money. It's safer. For example, if you buy the $60 calls and pins goes to $59.99, your $60 calls will be worth $0. If you buy the $55 calls and they go to $59.99, you're probably going to make back your 56%. So the question is, bro, you want to be safe or you want to be risky? If you want to be risky, you go out of the money. If you want to be safe, you follow the rules. You go in or out the money. If you really want to be safe, you give yourself more time. All right, let's get another question up here. Hey, Matt, where I think your hat is heading. Okay. I sold the last of my cat positions today. Does it mean it's not going higher? Of course not. The chart looks phenomenal. Look at the 1-month chart. I love to look at the 1-month chart. And what I was looking for was the last 2 days, 2 green heavy inflow days where it goes bump and then even higher. It almost looks like a J. The point is, how far is that shit going to run? Could it run to 125 tomorrow? Sure, it could. But we're at all-time highs. Shit looks frothy. It was just $210. Now it's $222. I mean, that's a major move. Take the profit. It could head higher. It wouldn't be my money. Risk versus reward. Now, somebody jumped on the opposite side of the bandwagon yesterday with Cat and bought puts and reached out to me this morning. They were down 40 or 60%. What do you think, Matt? I'm like, I don't know. I think you're crazy for going with puts on a stock that has demand. I point out stocks that have demand. So real quick again, Caterpillar, Macy's, TTD, STX. I called out not Roku, Roblox, DocuSign, right? DocuSign. When did I alert my platform I was selling DocuSign yesterday? At $313.80 yesterday. Where's DocuSign today? $294. I would have been a freaking genius if I had flipped the switch and said, I'm selling DocuSign calls. Let's all buy puts. I'm not that smart. I'm only smart enough to charge $349 a week. If I was charging like $3,000, I'd be super, super smart. My brain would be like that big. Let's get another question up there, please. Oh, big dip on Mara today. So Mara, Riot has more shorts against it, but Mara, Riot, FTFT, yes, I'll even mention SOS for you people, EBON, NCTY, BTBT, Bitfarms. I mean, there are so many freaking companies out there. My favorite is MicroStrategy. 98% of the shares owned are owned by institutions. MicroStrategy is also heavily shorted. So if Bitcoin goes on a run, MicroStrategy can go from 700 to 1100. That's all you have to know. Save your nickels, save your dimes, buy a MicroStrategy contract, give yourself some time, October, November, whenever, September, I don't give a shit. as long as in the next 3 weeks, Bitcoin has one good day where it surges to 49,000, like I said, from wherever it is. Boom, 49,000. MicroStrategy, $1,000 per share. All right, last question, and you guys all got to like or subscribe. CCL has been decent since Monday. Do I think it continues? All right, that's a great question. I actually haven't overanalyzed airlines or cruise ships. I'm waiting for the first COVID outbreak on the cruise ship. Now, airlines went on today, and LUV, Southwest Air, came on, and they said they're expecting 3 to 4% less bookings in quarter three. And the analyst came on, and he said he expects all airlines, Delta, United, whatever it is, to all say the same shit, but they're not going to say it till September. So if you're in airlines, you have some time, but understand there is going to be a point in August or September, if shit doesn't pick up, that you're going to be in trouble. All right, so let's look at Carnival. Let's look at the 5-day Carnival. Looks beautiful, man. Carnival looks like a slide, but going up the slide. So yeah, I'd be holding Carnival. Let's look at the 1 month. Now, it isn't crazy volume. Crazy volume was July 19th, 2021. It was probably like 60 to 80 million volume for 3 straight days. They were buying it all the way up to $23. Well, guess where Carnival is today? $24. So it actually broke out. But then again, so did the SPY, so did the Dow. We're at all-time highs. So yes, it appears no one gives a shit about Delta variant. No one gives a shit about all the money we're spending. My being careful about Delta and COVID and all this shit, I could have made a lot more money, but I erred on the side of caution. So please, just like me, secure profit, err on the side of caution. Thank you for watching. Pay this shit forward. Share it with somebody, okay? Let's grow this family. Thanks, everybody. Sponsor us. Wow.